right, so let's dive into something pretty interesting that's happening over at Binance, one of the largest crypto exchanges out there. They rolled out this new feature. On their social platform, Binance Square, it's called Trader Profile, and people are kind of buzzing about it. Imagine being able to see how the top traders are like allocating their assets, their profits, even their losses over time. It's kind of like getting a sneak peek into the minds of experienced investors, So what does this actually mean for the Binance community? What are some of the pluses and minuses, and what does this tell us about the push for transparency in the crypto world? Let's break it all down.
Yeah, Trader Profile is really shaking things up. Users can actually see a verified trader's portfolio, their profit and loss data over different timeframes, and even special badges that highlight their trading styles and expertise.
So it seems like this could be really great for anyone who's looking to learn more about successful trading strategies.
Or even just curious about how people invest. Exactly, and that kind of transparency is rare to see in crypto. So to see Binance pushing for it, it's a big deal. It's like they're saying, look, we're not hiding anything. Here's how the pros are doing it.
And to really drive that point home, Binance co-founder Yi He actually participated in the product launch and publicly shared that her portfolio is 89% allocated to BNB. Binance's own cryptocurrency? That's a pretty powerful statement, don't you think?
Oh yeah, definitely. It not only shows her confidence in BNB, but it also really shows the level of transparency Binance is aiming for. It's like she's saying, I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I believe in this platform enough to show you exactly how I'm investing. I think this could potentially encourage other successful traders to be more open about their strategies and lead to a more informed and educated community.
That's an interesting point. It almost feels like this feature could create a sort of mentorship dynamic within the Binance community, where less experienced traders can learn from those who have a proven track record.
Right. Think about it, you could. Potentially analyze the portfolios of successful traders, understand their strategies, and apply those learnings to your own investments.
But of course, with any new feature, there are always potential downsides.
Absolutely. Like, will this level of transparency put pressure on traders to perform, even if it means taking unnecessary risks?
Yeah, and could it lead to people blindly copying trades without understanding the underlying strategies or the risks involved? This is where things could get a little tricky, right?
It is a valid concern. Imagine feeling like all your investment decisions are being watched by the entire community. That kind of pressure could lead to some pretty reckless behavior.
It's almost like trading is becoming a spectator sport now. There's an audience for every move you make, just waiting to see if you win or lose.
Exactly. And that brings us to another issue: copycat trading. What happens if someone sees a successful trader going all in on a specific cryptocurrency and they decide to follow them without really knowing why they made that trade? That's a recipe for disaster.
Right, it's really important to remember that. Past performance isn't a guarantee of future success. What works for one person might not work for someone else. Just because one person made a profit doesn't mean everyone who copies them will. Crypto markets are volatile, and blindly following trades can lead to huge losses.
Yeah, so I think this feature can be a great tool, but it's super important to use it the right way. Instead of just copying trades, focus on understanding the strategies and risk management that successful traders use. Look for patterns in how they allocate their portfolio, analyze their trades, and try to get inside their head.
So it's less about mirroring their every move and more about learning their approach, kind of like having a mentor who shows you their playbook but tells you that you need to make your own game plan based on your situation and risk tolerance.
Exactly. This feature lets you get a peek into how these experienced traders think, but it's not a shortcut to success. You still have to do your research, understand the market, and manage your risk well.
It feels like this trader profile feature is kind of a double-edged sword. It offers transparency and chances to learn, but it could make things riskier if people aren't careful.
That's right. And it brings up interesting questions about the future of crypto trading. Will this level of transparency become the standard for the industry? Will we see other platforms doing the same thing? And how would that affect individual strategies and the overall market?
It's like Binance is setting a new standard, maybe pushing the whole crypto world towards a more open and accountable way of trading.
Yeah. It will be really interesting to see how the Binance community and the whole crypto world respond to this new level of transparency. Will it lead to better decisions and more responsible trading? Or will it just make the existing problems worse and create new challenges?
Only time will tell. But one thing is for sure, this is a big change that could have huge effects on the future of crypto. Makes you wonder why Binance is doing this. Are they actually trying to give their users more knowledge and be more transparent? Or is it all just a marketing thing to get more people trading?
Probably a little bit of both if we're honest. Transparency is a good selling point, especially in an industry that's often seen as secretive and untrustworthy. By showing off the success of their traders, they build trust, attract new users, and maybe even increase trading on their platform. But at the same time, they're also giving valuable information and education that could really help their users.
So it could be win-win.
Yeah, potentially. But we have to remember, there's always a chance of things going wrong. Like, what if this leads to more copycat trading and people making rash decisions? It could actually make the market more volatile and hurt inexperienced investors.
Like giving someone a powerful tool without telling them how to use it safely.
Exactly. That's why it's so important for Binance to really stress responsible trading and educate their users about the risks. They need to make it clear that this feature isn't a guaranteed path to riches, but a resource for learning and understanding different trading styles.
So for our listeners who are intrigued by this new feature and want to learn more about crypto trading, what's the key takeaway here?
I'd say approach it carefully and be committed to always learning more. Don't just blindly follow other traders or chase quick profits. Take the time to understand the basics of crypto, learn different strategies, and come up with a good risk management plan. This trader profile feature can be helpful, but only if you approach it with knowledge and discipline.
Well said. Transparency is good, but it's not a replacement for knowledge, experience, and thinking carefully. Remember, crypto is complicated and always changing. Don't get caught up in the hype or make decisions without thinking based on what other people are doing. Do your own research, stay informed, and always trade responsibly.